Hiya, welcome to DC Fan Gives Hope, YouTube, on Facebook, whatever. So I've just watched this Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. See that I highlighted Christian Slater and doing the voice of the show. He was alright. Being the story was okay. Loved the ending. I loved the mixture of characters that were in the movie. You know, and for me, yeah, it was everything you would want out of a Suicide Squad mission, and this sort of beats films like Logan or Deadpool or anything like that. These are really, the bad asses. There was a lot of blood and gore, and you can tell, but at the same time, no matter how wicked or bad they are, there was still some sort of heart in every character. And it was, there was a couple of characters there I didn't know too well. You had the Bronze Tiger, and you had Copperhead. I didn't know their backstory too much. It doesn't really go into their backstory, but it kind of is enough to give you a sense on who they are. Also, there's a great story with Reverse Flash. Now he handles the speed. And Doctor, I can only just say it without spoiling it. Is it worth the buy? Of course. If you're a DC fan, of course it's worth the buy. Every sort of thing that comes out in DC, if you're a fan, is worth the moment. And it sets me up. I really do want to see what they would do with Suicide Squad 2. It really does. No, as I say, my only gripe with these movies is the lack of documentaries on it. And what annoys me is there's a documentary on it for the death of Superman, and it doesn't show you the woman playing Lois Lane. And you would want some sort of documentary on how each cartoon is made and put on that DVD, but these have just been giving you sneak peeks at the next coming movie, and these sneak peeks is something maybe you would want attached to the movie, not just a sneak peek at the next one. Or I just bought this on normal DVD. Sort of regret it in a way, because the Blu-ray will probably tell us a lot more about maybe the comic and everything else, but it's still, sometimes I buy it on Blu-ray and I'm like, was it worth the money? Because it's just a cartoon. You thought I was going somewhere else with that. It's just a cartoon. You don't really need it on Blu-ray or anything like that. You're only buying, and this is where it gets you, you're only really buying the Blu-ray for the extras. Yeah, it's a Disney cut with Donald Duck. Yes. What else? So the recent news is they've got a script. This is from one of the many news sites on the web. So far, apparently, there's a script ready for City for Sirens, and they're quite happy about it, and they're going to push that ahead. So that may come out in front of Harley Quinn or Suicide Squad 2 movie. And there is, that to me isn't bad news and isn't good news. Well, maybe more so the good news. But whether the timeline of what they're planning to do with Harley might upset the thing, because we've seen her in the last movie escaping with the Joker. So I don't know. I don't know how that plans out, because surely if they have this sort of, but as I say, they've said they're not doing it Marvel style. Um, but we'll have to wait and see how they're going to, if Harley Quinn is in Sirens, how they're going to do the storyline, how they're going to tell the story, what happened between her and the Joker. If they were doing Suicide Squad 2, then maybe, but there's both films will have to somehow explain Harley Quinn or what happened. Not necessarily they don't have to, but if she is in one of these films, then there has got to be some acknowledgement of what's happened before and Joker. And how's this great news? Well, for me, DC and women, fantastic. They've, ever since Gal Gadot stepped in as Wonder Woman, for me, the women in the DC have been fantastic. And instead of Black Panther basically only made the money because it was supposedly meant to be this whole black thing, and they stuck politics in it. And then it kind of washed from China or whatever China was. But for DC women, this is where they've hit the nail on the head, and to make more films with kick-ass women is fantastic. You know, keep doing it while the kettle boils. Just keep plugging it out there, because I really don't think, by what I've been hearing with this Infinity War, it's quite the comedy, you know. And DC, I mean, there's a lot of jokes about DC being dark and everything else, and like the comedy and stuff, but that's their way of doing it. And one of the strong movies that they had was Wonder Woman, was well received. It won so many rewards due to a great team, due to Zack Snyder and the director and Gal Gadot, and so yeah, why not forward? Here's the City Sirens. Here's Batgirl, Stickin', Black Canary. So for me, there is no win or loss about what one of these two films comes out. You're going to have Wonder Woman 2, and then you're going to have City Sirens. There are going to be girls on the street dressed up. I mean, if you remember when Suicide Squad came out, there's still people dressed up as Harley Quinn. She was the main star to come out of that movie. She was the one that everybody's talking about. And then there was a complaint about how short the pants were, and all the girls now are wearing the pants. And so yeah, it's, you know, and we want to get more girls involved in DC. We want to get more YouTube women out there talking about DC. I want to see more women out there dressing up and wanting to be a part of DC and the cosplay and stuff like that. So this is, and who knows, in Suicide Squad 2, although there was only one Harley Quinn, yeah, you also had in that film about 3 or 4 other strong female characters in that film. You had, best not say it, it'll be spoiling alert, but you had the daughter of one of the main villains in it, and you also had somebody from another planet in it. So they're all strong females. So yeah, keep hitting it. Well, let us know what you think about this and any other news. The other news, of course, that's hitting the headlines is Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg's been attached to this idea of Black Hawks for many years. You know, he's always been interested in it. And if you think of all the films he's done previously with, you know, was it Memphis Belle? Did he touch that one, or was that the other director? But you had Empire of the Sun, you know, and you had the Indiana Jones adventures. What else did you have? romantic one about the pilot dying and stuff like that. Anyway, but no, for him, action, a mysterious island, you know, just a wee bit like Jurassic Park with animals on it. That is in Steven Spielberg's ballpark. I know he's thinking about Indiana Jones, the next Indiana Jones movie, but I can't see why he can't do both at the same time. And you know, so we're excited, and it's great. If it does happen, it's still all hearsay. But it's great for DC to have a great director. Nobody can dispute, and if anybody disputes Steven Spielberg directing a DC movie and how it's a bad thing, then get your head examined. Okay, you want the great directors coming in and putting their spin on these comic movies, because the more great directors that come in and share their vision, the more likely comic book heroes will continue for another 10, 15 years. Mind you, I do believe Steven Spielberg once said that the superhero genre will die off, just like the cowboys. And you know, all these big directors do say these things from time to time, because these heroes are becoming the blockbusters. And this is our geek. This is the geek stage in their lifetime. You know, we've had the cowboys, we've had space, Star Wars and stuff like that, but people now want to go to see these superhero movies. So why not get in on the act? Let's show the world what great directors. Even get Martin Scorsese to come in and do Suicide Squad. You know, let's get a gangster director, Brian De Palma. You know, from Scarface. Let's get him do, I don't know, Deadshot the movie or whatever. You know, so yeah, let's get all these great directors in, and maybe it will change their tune about comic book heroes. Well, thank you very much for listening, and make sure you check out the page DC Fan Gives Hope on Facebook. Thank you.